Hello, what's up, everybody? My name is Austin. I just wanted to talk about some things while I'm playing some Pokemon Emerald. I really wanted to talk about a time in my life where I was going through a lot. There was a lot of change that I was dealing with, and it took a lot. It took a while to really get through it. And see, what's crazy is you don't really understand how like things are going to change. You kind of want things to stay the way they were. You wish you could go back. And I know for me, like when I was going through a divorce in 23, I kept thinking about like going back and, making it to where I could fix things and like how like things would never get better. And that's really not the right mindset because even though I went through a divorce and I didn't want to go through a divorce, it wasn't what I wanted. I loved my wife, and obviously things got hard, but we brought a life into this world together and we had a lot of amazing memories together. And it was weird. It was really hard, going through that. And it was a very scary time. And then obviously we ended up splitting. And but there was so much anxiety like before we split officially. We lived together for over 5 months after things got really hard, and the end was near. I knew she wanted a divorce and all that. And so after we officially split and I moved back to my hometown, we were meeting a lot, you know, meeting up to basically like I would either drop off my son or I'd be picking up my son. And I was working a lot, and I was in debt. I got this lawyer for this divorce, and it was just like a custody thing, and there's just a lot going on. I was in credit card debt really bad because during my marriage, we were struggling, and yeah, I racked up some credit card debt. It could have been a lot worse than some people, but it was, I mean, well over $3,000 worth of credit card debt. And I had these lawyer fees. I had other bills. There was just so much going on. And so I was inspired to get myself out of debt. I was inspired to, work out and get my body right and, meet amazing women, actually get out there and try to find someone better for me and just like get better. I just wanted to level up in all areas of my life. And for a while, it was almost like I wanted to prove her wrong. I wanted to make her regret the decision she made. But it was, it got to the point where I was just thinking about my own growth. And it was a new chance to start over. And I think that's what is really beautiful about it. You know, you don't want certain things to end, but that certain thing had to end so you could grow and you could learn more about yourself and you could do this and you can do that. Because, after the divorce, I lived with my mom for a little bit so I could get more on my feet. I was getting hours, I was working a lot. I was hanging out with different people, going on dates and different things. I mean, didn't really last long, but I was I was doing a lot. I was staying busy, and working on music, working on a lot of different things, working out, and staying active. Working on my not my physical. Not just my body on the outside, but I was working on the inside, and I was also getting money and trying to pay off debt and all that. And so fast forward 6 months later, I ended up moving in a house for my son and I. And that was a pretty big deal. And, so I think I just really think there's so much power in starting over. You really don't see it like in that moment because yeah, you're gonna be upset. When certain things don't go the way you thought they would go. Obviously, I thought I was gonna be with my wife for the rest of my life, but obviously, it was not supposed to happen like that, and that's okay. That's just it's how it is. Sometimes life don't go the way we want it to go, but it's crazy looking back. It's 25 now, 2025, February of 2025, and the Chiefs just got their asses handed to them tonight. But I just wanted to make this video because I was thinking about just how much my life has changed and where I'm at. All the things I'm working on in my house. I'm doing good financially. I have learned so much about finances and business, and I'm about to get certified as a personal trainer. I'm about to get certified as a nutrition coach. I'm working on multiple YouTube channels. I'm working on content pretty much every day. I'm eating right. I'm just being smart with money. I'm being intentional. I'm moving with purpose, working on my body. And I'm not really wasting time on things that isn't for me. I'm not wasting time on people that aren't for me. And that's, I got stuck in a cycle like that for a while where I'd be chasing something that wasn't right for me, or just, upset about something that wasn't going my way. And I think it's important to trust that things are going exactly how they're supposed to go for you. You may not understand it, but I think it's important to sit back for a minute and really just think about what this certain situation or thing or person is trying to teach you, and see how you can learn from it. See what you really need to change in your life. And you really got to think about certain things in your life and where do you want to be, your goals, and what you want your life to look like, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now. And you got to start actually doing things every day that can get you to that point. And see, for a while, I wasn't doing that. I got complacent in my marriage. There was times even after my marriage I got a little complacent, and then I had to take a step back, reflect a little bit, and think about what I was doing and what I wanted, and then get back on track. And yeah, burnout is real. Sometimes you just need to rest a little bit, take a break, get outside, do something you love. It's okay to have time like that, but it's also important to really think about what you want in your life. And it's crazy how going through a divorce, and then after, there was a couple girls that I really liked, and one I really thought like we were gonna be in a relationship together, and obviously it didn't work out that way. She wasn't who I thought she was. I had a really good feeling about her, and it felt real, but then obviously things didn't go the way I wanted it to, and it was like I was so fixated on her being a part of my future, and so I got off track a little bit. I started thinking about her more. I started thinking about how I could get her to want me, and that's where I had to really learn from that. And dealing with women over the years, I had to learn that. And I know some people don't, I'm sure some people just don't get that, and it's hard, especially when you really like someone. But you gotta stay on your purpose at the end of the day. You gotta stay focused. And really what we're building as men, our goals and our future and everything else, like that is the cake. That's the best part. You got to get that foundation. You really got to get that foundation. And then once you have that foundation, it's so much easier to get a woman. Get a woman to bring into your life, than the right one. But that woman ain't everything. You know what I mean? That's the icing. That's what you gotta think about it. And I mean, I love women. They're beautiful. I mean, we all need women. Uh, we I believe in being with one person. I believe in being married and love and all that. Because of my divorce and dealing with some other women after, I learned even more that like I need to accomplish my goals. Like every time someone played with me or hurt me or whatever, it was like I thought like God was telling me like you are getting off track again. Like you are not understanding. When will you learn? And so I had to think about that even more. And really I don't spend a lot of time on dating apps anymore or reaching out to people anymore. If someone really wants to be with me, then they will let me know. I sometimes I'll make it known like I want to talk to someone or take them out, and if they really don't seem interested, then I let them be. And I think that's just what you got to do. You got to stay focused. I mean, it's okay to go on a date or play video games or whatever it may be, but you got to stay focused. You got to understand your plan and really think about where you want to be in life. And I just want to say, if you're going through something hard right now, just know that it's not the end. It's going to get better. I promise you. Starting over is an amazing thing, and it's just going to help you grow. It's going to help you learn more about yourself, and it's going to get you to where you want to be. So, yeah, I hope you really like this video. Please like and please subscribe and let me know if this helped you. I'll talk to you soon.